had some technical difficulties, so that might end up being like 2, 3, or 4 at this point, but we'll figure that out. As you can see, we're live on cam. Hey to everyone out there that has a YouTube page or has BCAT.
Oh, shouts out to B.
You remember BCAT?
Yeah, I used to stay at
This is Brooklyn Public Access.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
and it's
yeah,
amazing.
What's the Richmond Public Access channel? Do you guys know what that is?
No.
I didn't even know there was one. I can't remember it.
If y'all have,
There has to be
y'all gotta let us
one.
know what
There
it
has
is.
to be
It's
one.
like channel 99. Channel 99.
We gotta get a
I
show.
don't
on
even
there.
got a cable box.
We should put campaigns everything on Richmond Public Access.
I'm with that. I'll get on that.
Word.
Absolutely.
So that's how you'll do the shows if we get it on Richmond Public Access.
Why not?
That's the one condition.
Nah, that's not the one condition.
What other conditions are there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't hate a lot of things. I hate things, but like not a lot.
You hate enough to do a 6-season run?
6 seasons, right?
Yeah, my nigga.
60.
Yeah.
10 episodes.
3.
There's gotta be 60 things on this planet here called Earth that you despise.
It probably is.
I'm sure we could come up with a list of 100. If you can put Ludacris in your top 200 rappers or whatever the fuck you was talking about,
Absolutely.
the fact that you have
Top
like,
200.
you know what I'm saying? There has to be 60 things that you hate. And we can make a show out of it.
200 is a lot of people.
That's a lot of rappers. But then you
I
gotta
think
also
Ludacris
think, there's
deserves to be
about,
in the 200 somewhere.
See, there it goes.
wait,
She's
time
not-
out,
She is
time
not the
out.
fourth person thinks.
Cadillac Grills.
Is he not, but wait, is he not higher up?
No.
No, I'm not.
200.
No, I'm not saying that he's not higher up. What I'm saying is he deserves to be from 1 to 200 somewhere in there.
Yeah, and he's number
He gets to be on the
200.
list. So we're not gonna act like Ludacris is trash.
Yo,
That's what I'm
let's not do this. Because, you remember the last time we got the ranking rappers?
Yeah, I know. Will Smith was number 3.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And Snoop Dogg was like number 19.
That's
Yeah,
what we're
And I think we had to like argue to put him on the list.
Yeah.
Because I had him at 20 and then Rich almost had a fucking heart attack, so I had to take him off the list, but then we never put him back on it.
I put him at like.
We put him at like
50
70.
or something.
But anyway, we're here.
Will Smith.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant,
Oh,
Tiana Bryant, the rest of the Mamba squad, the parents, the kids.
I just finished crying about that this morning. Again.
Condolences to all the families that are grieving out there dealing with this. Yeah, just get it out the way.
Yeah, news broke. I was at brunch with my girls celebrating my first birthday, and we found out about it then. So it got like, real quiet for brunch. And then I called, first phone call I made was my dad, like, yo, I wonder if he knows, because usually he's the one to call me and break bad news to me when like a celebrity dies that he cares about, like Michael Jackson and shit like that. So I called him, and he was at the gym playing basketball, and he's like, he takes up, he's like, yo, Ash, what's up? Something going on? Because he always thinks it's an emergency, but I call him, and it's not. And so I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, have you heard the news? No, what's going on? What happened? Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter. Who? Kobe
Exactly.
Bryant. Yeah,
That's the reaction. It's
that's
like,
the reaction. It's
what?
like, you're just
What?
having those words come out of your mouth still seems surreal. Like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It doesn't seem real to me.
It still don't seem real right now.
It doesn't feel like, damn. But then you just be chilling and low key, you're like, damn, Kobe's gone. Like, just randomly throughout the day, that's how I feel. Like, damn, Kobe's. And I cried the whole night.
I screamed in the shower. Like, I was just taking a shower, going about my day, and I was like, yo, Kobe Bryant fucking died. Loud as shit. Like, it bugged me.
Yeah, I mean,
bugged me. I
it's
said his name 12 times when I got the news.
I used a whole box of tissues. That's how much. I cried.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see the tribute last
I
night?
didn't shut it. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see
Nah,
that.
it was a good tribute.
Like, I wasn't a Lakers fan at all.
Right.
You gotta remember, my family was from Boston, so it was Celtics
Oh,
growing
yeah,
up.
Right.
And it wasn't like I hated the Lakers, but I loved Kobe Bryant only. Like, only him. I had the jersey. I did photo shoots. I was in, like,
I was like that.
little portrait jerseys you get from, like, JCPenney's.
Yeah.
Me and my sister did those in Kobe jerseys.
Oh shit.
Like, so it was just like, yeah. And basketball was the first sport I played before I started running track. And my dad used to coach me. So it was just like, all of that kind of hit home for me. Yeah.
I see what you're
It was
saying.
just a lot. It's so sad.
I didn't make you wasn't upset.
I mean, me and Shep was talking about that shit before y'all got here. I mean, like, yeah, it's surreal, You know what I'm saying? Just like the way that it happened, but I guess I wasn't like as affected by Kobe Bryant
Really?
as the rest of the world was when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know what I
But
mean?
you like who?
I do, but
Yeah, but do you
Tracy
love
McGrady
that?
was my favorite player.
Okay.
Yeah, but we could talk about favorite.
But I mean,
players.
do
My
I
favorite players
love-
is like Jason Kidd and Steve Francis, but
I was never like a real sports fanatic for any sport.
I got
You know what I mean? Like,
So there
I
goes-
love the competitive nature of sports, but I mean that can kind of translate in anything. When you thinking about it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's what gravitates me to battle rap so much is the
Kobe.
head to head competition there. You know what I mean? That type of shit I like. You know what I mean? To see who's better than the next guy. Yeah, of course. But am I like a basketball purist and all this shit? Nah, bro.
I love basketball.
That's why it's like I refrain from talking about sports on the show because it's not a sports podcast.
I mean, but
And I'm not like,
Sports
oh,
is-
I gotta talk sports every fucking day.
There are a lot of people
Nah,
out
it's
there.
not-
Sports culture,
I'm
I
not
could
that
do it
for
all
me,
day.
nah.
Yeah, like that.
I do it all the time.
I mean, it sucks, you know what I mean? A widow and was it two more? He left behind two other daughters,
Three.
right? Three, right?
He has a
wow.
newborn.
Yeah.
On like June of last year.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
This shit is tragic.
I mean, yeah, like I said, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can move past this and take inspiration from Kobe's life and his legacy that he left behind. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'll get like a lot of things named after him, and his name will be immortalized. You know what I'm saying? This is not somebody that we'll ever forget. You know what I mean? And he'll be somebody that you can continue to draw inspiration from, despite him being gone now. So I guess that's the one silver lining there. I guess you could say, but
You approach things with Mamba mentality, man.
Oh, I am. It kind of made me like
do more.
just a little kick.
I
Like,
just go all out. Like
What's it?
if
Yeah.
you're doing something, you're gonna go all out to do that.
You mean like Terry Cruz's disdain for black women?
Bro, I do not want to.
What do you mean?
You know what? Here's something I don't like. I hate white chicks.
The movie?
Yes.
I was about to say, I was like, you sure about that? Like, you know this is going on video, right?
I know. Yeah, shouts out to my bro. G.
But the movie White Chicks, yes.
I hate that.
You didn't like that movie?
I hate it, man. I didn't think it was funny.
Once you go black, you go in your wheelchair. You don't remember that shit? That was Terry Cruz's line.
Yeah, it's all garbage.
Okay.
I don't. What Terry Crews say? I don't like it.
Well,
What do you say?
you know how Gabrielle Union got fired from America's Got Talent? Well, she
well,
did.
she did.
Okay.
And apparently, there's like
Wait,
some.
was she a host? I'm sorry.
I guess, or like she was one of the. I don't really know
She
how that
was
show
one of
works.
the
They have like judges,
judges.
right? Like panelists.
Judges,
She was
okay.
one of the judges, and I guess Simon Cowell booted her off the show because she's black and
According to her, there were some things going down behind the scenes.
a lot of
where,
racial
like,
jokes and
yeah.
things of that nature.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, what the
yeah.
fuck, Simon Cowell?
And so she was fired. She didn't leave the show, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, Terry Crews was asked, hey, how do you feel about this, blah, blah, blah. Terry Crews begins to say, well, as a woman, I can't sympathize because I'm not a woman. And as far as the racial stuff, no one was ever racist to me on that
Yeah,
set.
like,
Okay.
kind of just-
So what's that mean? It doesn't happen?
No,
Yeah, it doesn't
his
happen
point
to Terry
was that it
Crews
didn't
is what
happen
he's
to
saying.
him. He's like going against what you're saying, like, oh, that's crazy you experienced that, but that shit ain't happened to me.
And I mean, I guess in like,
It's a proposal.
yeah, especially like when he was like running around talking about how he got sex harassed, that like black women were the ones like actually
She was one of the bigger
in
advocates.
his
for
corner,
him in his
yeah,
corner.
especially
So that's
she
why-
was especially, yeah.
That's
So
why it's a big deal because she backed him as soon as he came out with that, like, you know, yo, I got touched, whatever. She was one of the people that like stood by him very, very vocally about it. So now roles reverse, she gets fired for, you know, speaking out, whatever, and he defends America Got Talent, and then after that says, you know, I'm not required to really give a fuck about what any of y'all are saying except my wife. I don't care what any other woman has to
he
say.
did double down and was like, yeah, I don't have to please none of y'all
Yeah.
women.
I mean,
Not even my daughters. Just
Not
my
his daughters?
Yeah, he literally said like,
Oh,
He said it's about my
I was
wife.
about to be in the
Yeah,
shot
that's
like,
it.
yo, nah, he can rock with his wife, but his daughters too?
yeah.
Yeah.
What about his mom? None of them?
No.
She getting thrown overboard too if the shit's sinking. Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then, what was it, yesterday or the day
Wait, he's
before?
married?
Issues
I
in the
thought Terry
college.
Crews was gay.
No, he's married. He's very married. They got a lot of kids together too.
Him and his Aaron Hernandez with.
Nah, I always thought he was gay. No man should be fucking pop locking like that, like
Yeah,
everything.
that's his
That's his
wife.
wife?
Rebecca. She's married.
You know Terry Crews, the Terry Crews.
Are you saying because he be like pumping his titties, like doing the peck, the
That's
peck
the
flex?
movies.
He's like, he
That's his
beast
thing.
though.
That's how he got famous, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally how he got
This
famous.
is his wife?
Yeah.
All right, let's not lust over it.
No, I'm not
This is
lusting. I'm
crazy.
not lusting over her.
But either way,
Is she white or
like
is
I
she
said,
black?
now
She's
he's
black.
like trying to take it
She's
back.
black?
There she goes.
Yeah, she's black. But now he's trying to like, oh, I apologize. You know. But you are, damage has been done, my nigga. Like,
And now you gotta do damage control.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't in that Nick Cannon show?
she
What's
bleached
Nick
her
Cannon
skin. She bleached her skin.
That my bleach.
She does not
That my
bleach her
bleach.
skin.
That my
She
bleach.
just
Look
said
at
a
this
lot of-
picture.
I've been following them for a minute. She
Yeah,
don't
look at
bleach
this
her skin.
picture.
That's how she's been looking since
Get my
the
bleach.
90s. Like,
Got a light skinned friend look
She's-
like Sammy Sosa. Got a dark skinned friend look like Sammy
That's
Sosa.
a fact. Off these pictures I'm looking
y'all
at.
are rude as shit.
Kanye got a remix over at Celebrity. He had to update it.
Goodness.
Got a light skinned friend look
Look
like
at
Vibes
this.
Cartel.
Yes, that's what I said. She's been that light. A black woman can't be that light.
I'm not saying that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, this isn't the colorism podcast, guys. Let's move along. We can definitely move along. That the coronavirus is still here. It's getting worse.
You gotta put some limes to it.
It's getting worse, guys.
I'm not scared.
You're not.
No.
You're not. In the,
Even though there's
Like,
breakouts
slightest
reportedly,
concern.
like in Maryland. They quarantined a few folks in
Yeah,
Maryland.
so was
The
SARS.
coast of Maryland.
So was H1N1.
wait till
so
that shit
was
right.
the
Wait till that
swine
shit up the
flu.
block. Then
Right.
then you gonna
I'm
be
still
worried.
not gonna be scared. I'm just not gonna go up the block. And don't come to my block.
You don't have any control.
Wash your damn hands, people.
The
And
corona-
stop coughing without covering your
That's
damn
what I'm saying. You
mouth.
can't control what other people do. So niggas still gonna be out here coughing all over everything and sneezing and hacking, all of that on everything.
It should be legal.
Well,
to
that
knock
joint's
somebody out.
actually been like declared like a global health emergency.
Yes, it
So
has.
that's some shit that you should probably be concerned with.
How many plagues or pseudo plagues have we lived through?
Us as in like our generation?
Yeah.
None?
I just said H1N1.
That was not a
swine
plague,
flu.
my nigga.
All of that, those are plagues.
weren't. Bro,
Viruses.
look up the numbers on that shit, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it wasn't mass deaths. This shit, there's the potential. They putting out numbers, but I mean, how factual are any of these figures? You know what I'm saying? They saying like 5,000 people got it, but
Okay,
that
so
shit could be like 50 for all we know.
That's
They
true.
saying 100. They saying 100 plus people died.
The H1N1.
But this is all stats coming from China. You think them niggas is just their government's just handing out truthful information like that?
Of
Come
course
on
not.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what are
H1N1.
you saying? You don't believe that many people died?
I think it's more than that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's way more than that.
Really?
Yes.
H1N1 claimed between 150,000 to 500,000.
God
That's a
damn.
long range, and it's a lot of
How long? What was the time frame like when it was? How long that shit was popping?
From April 12, 2009 to, I just had it,
Come on, man.
something in 2010. And I'm new to this.
Oh, that's so not even a year then,
Yeah.
bro. They're not gonna have a vaccine for this junk for a year.
Look at this. Let's look at the swine flu.
So where do they sell the little doctor mask?
Everywhere.
Yeah, you can get those.
There's
everywhere.
one up the block.
You know, Kroger.
Because I'm very serious about
But somebody,
turning that shit
but
around.
somebody was telling me them Jones, they're not. You gotta,
It's fast.
you gotta go to the hospital and get
The
like
swab
the
flu.
official tissue joints because the like bullshit joints you be buying from like Walgreens and all
Yeah,
that
those
shit.
shits don't work.
Nah, I mean once you spit through that joint, you gotta replace it. You
There's
gotta
a medical
you gotta
supply
replace them
store
joints
like
like
up the
every
block from
like
there.
20 minutes because it's just a paper mask, so you're breathing throughout the day.
It's still part of
all that
the
moisture getting through the mask is gonna rip,
official,
like, and then it's dead.
instruction
Yeah.
word for
Nah, those you're not supposed to use those. Those are for dust particles. and dust
Well,
particles.
I
Yeah,
had
the coronavirus sneak
very,
right through that bit.
bad allergic reactions these days to dust mites apparently.
There's a
that could benefit me.
I think my
there's
dad got that
a
shit.
store.
Nigga came in the crib coughing last night. Like, the fuck, bruh?
There's a medical supply store like up the block from here.
Oh, there it is.
Also, that joint isn't abandoned.
No, that's not abandoned. Also, the swine flu claimed 575,000 lives.
Oh, we got time, bro. It's only been a couple days.
All right, so relax.
Not relax, but turn
So,
up.
all right. So when are you gonna trip off the coronavirus?
When they come knock
How
on
many-
my door. Oh, like what?
He was just like, excuse me, here for Cam, it's the
talking about-
coronavirus. Come outside, please. Nigga, what?
I'm
If
here to give you the virus.
2 million people,
I'm here. Like, what?
2 million people, I'll probably start panicking.
2 million?
Yeah,
All right. How many people in America gotta die for you to panic?
at least 2 million.
Because you said you don't really care about like foreign affairs like that, right?
I do and I don't.
Cam hates globalism.
I'm not purchasing anything from China right now because of this.
I don't think you can. I think everything's on lock and key out. You ain't getting shit out of China right now.
Well, shouts out to my.
Yo, there was like a mass exodus of people like trying to escape. There's like mad Americans over there.
Yeah.
They was all on planes. Everybody masked up. Every last one of them on the drink. And when they come over here, they gotta get fucking quarantined for 3 days out in Cali before they even let their ass back in the country. Shit. Hey, they could be doing y'all like them. Let me not say that. That's not gonna be a funny joke. 'Cause it wasn't a joke at all. But
Well, we don't know if you don't have the attempt.
But look, man, we are in the final days, bro. That's all
Are
I gotta
we?
say. Yeah, bro.
Can we talk about stupid ass Dr. Umar Johnson? I hate him. I hate his guts.
I mean, he's not on the list, but sure.
I hate Dr. Umar and people like Dr. Umar.
Did that nigga build his school yet?
I don't know. He a con artist. That's how I feel.
I feel the same way. Yeah,
Why is that?
absolutely.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, so listen,
He's
why do
been
you feel like
nah,
he's a con artist?
yeah, because
that's just
he's
what
been
I get from
he's
him.
been collecting money from the black community for years now for some boys' school that he claimed he gonna build, but he ain't never built the boys' school. And then he got on Instagram Live talking about the NBA killed Kobe, looking like he was in
Oh, I
desperate
saw
need of
that
a trim up.
video. Fucking idiots.
He said Mama Uwia blew the phone out his hand because
Yes.
of the explosive truth. Like, nigga.
I lump him in the same category with like Alex Jones. Like they stick marbles up their ass. They might say something like truthful here and there, like 2 + 2 = 4, and that's true. But you also stick marbles up your ass, my man. Like I don't want. We don't have to go any further.
Where are you? Where do you get this from? The marbles on?
That's just what I. That's just how I look at them.
No, I really don't. Okay.
I'm sorry, that's just me. Anyways, I don't like Dr. Umar. I don't care for him. I don't care for what he has to say. He should probably shut up.
He should probably shut up.
Alex Jones too. There's mad people in that category.
Oh yeah.
But fuck Dr. Umar. What he called the wind? He gave the wind the name. What was it?
It was an African spirit I'm not familiar with.
Anybody know the name? I want to look up this
It
name.
was like Mama Uwia or something like that. I
Mama
forget.
Uwia.
I wouldn't even know how to begin spelling that. But speaking of Africa, bro, whole Africa about to be like taken over by lotus. You seen that shit?
I did.
In East Africa,
What?
they have
Lotus
like
swarm.
they having like lotus swarms that are like 200 miles long, the length of like several football fields. They're out there eating up crops and I'm sure displacing people. Cause I wouldn't want to be just sitting in my crib and with a swarm of lotus around. Cause like they're getting in homes.
Let's just say my entire body got covered in lotus.
Oh, you'll probably die
They-
from suffocation first.
They wouldn't try to eat me.
Probably eat your clothes. They're like moths.
So then I'd be naked after they're gone, basically.
I mean, if they eat at that rapid kind of pace, yeah, but you're more than likely to suffocate before an article of clothing is
Not unless I have my coronavirus mask. I'll be all right.
suffocate.
Apparently, one
Because
swarm
they won't like block my breathing.
can consume enough food for 35,000 people in one day. That's how much.
Wait, just one
of
lotus?
their crops they can. The
Uh,
one swarm.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, God damn, where you put all that food at? Because lotus, they're not like really big insects, right?
But
They're pretty small.
Africa's thinking the end of the world is here.
Bruh, they out there shooting at them. They don't know what to do. Not for real, yo. For real. They out there shooting bullets, tear gas, anything they can.
Really?
Yes, bruh.
Wow.
Cause I mean, it's like I guess it's like the biblical things. You know what I mean? Like if a bunch of frogs just started fucking raining outside the studio, like, bruh.
You believe in it?
What do you mean? Like the
the
signs
frogs?
of the apocalypse and
Yeah.
that shit?
I'm not gonna lie.
do.
I would think some shit is up if mad frogs started. raining
Yeah,
out
I
the sky right
do.
now.
I do. Yeah.
Honestly, I would be freaked out.
Yeah. I would definitely think like the end of the world is near. Yeah. If
Yeah.
frogs started raining out of the sky for no like discernible reason. Or it could just be like that. It could just be that nigga from Watchmen in Alaska.
I was about to ask if y'all seen Watchmen. That was my next question.
It could just be. Oh yeah, that shit's fire, bro.
I haven't watched
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
catch
I
up.
gotta watch it.
It's good.
Did you
And
ever
unfortunately,
see
they're
the
not
movie?
gonna have another season
I
of
fell
it.
Yeah,
asleep.
that shit-
What?
Yeah, they're not gonna have another
So
season.
I'm definitely not watching it.
Nah, you
No,
should watch
you
it.
should watch
It's
it.
good.
It's still
Trust me,
great.
it's good
Yeah?
by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. Fact.
They don't
The
really
movie-
need another one.
The movie was
Like Regina King is actually like dating Dr. Manhattan, who's like her husband,
Yeah.
who doesn't know that he's Dr. Manhattan because she put some chip in his head to make him forget shit until the white supremacists came to kill him because they found out he was Dr. Manhattan before he remembered that he was Dr. Manhattan. And so she had to pull the chip out the nigga head. And then he started getting on his Dr. Manhattan shit, fucking shit up.
spoiler alerts.
Nigga, that shit been gone. I'm getting you up to speed.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
I
there's
might check
there's some Vietnamese lady who's like trying to kill everybody because she trying to take that nigga power.
Alright, it's
Gotta
like,
watch
It's a good show.
there's a bunch of good ones right now.
It's a good movie. Sleep.
That movie was not that
That
good.
movie was great.
Which
What
one, Doctor
movie?
Sleep?
You didn't like how hardcore
I
it was.
got
That's
tempted to
all.
watch that the other night. I kept falling asleep.
What? I in the middle of it, I thought I was at
It was
the
good
end,
though. I think.
and I stood up. I remember me and my girl stood up, and we was like, "Yeah, this was good. We about to leave the movie theater. Nope, another 2 hours."
Y'all seen Bad Boys yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
What's your
I liked it.
take on it?
It was a lot better than I thought it was because like everyone going to it with oh, he's old and washed up.
Right.
Thinking it wasn't gonna be funny, but it was nice little twist and shit. I thought it was funny.
Was Martin?
And,
I still need to go check it out.
Was Martin being Martin?
Somebody said Martin turned into he's reprising his Big Mama role for that joint.
I hope he doesn't.
No, just because of like he's gained some weight. That's
Oh,
really all.
that's funny. That's hilarious, actually.
the movie is funny.
Is it?
I liked
Alright.
it. It was good humor.
That's
in there.
all I was
like,
worried about.
It wasn't like grandpa humor. It was legit.
Okay. The one like 50-year-old
I
Will
was
Smith
like,
funny.
it's not allowed.
Oh, yo, little known fact.
Speaking of that, we're gonna take a break. This is Michael Beasley. Cam's here. Ash is here.
He was the first rapper to say that.
And there's your hip hop fact for the week. Kids. Biggie was the first rapper to say loud.
He said, "Pass me the loud." I got to slow down.
Was he saying pass me the loud or pass me the lie? I think he was saying the
He
lie.
said, "Pass me the loud."
Alright, we'll let Rich decide it for us. But yeah. It's been BC's Lounge. We'll be right back. What were we talking about? So you were playing a lot of boy band.
Yeah, during the
what
break.
was going on during the break?
Alright, during the break, I was looking at some infographics about some boy bands throughout the years and like who was the most popular from like 1985 to basically today. The white community has been killing it over the last 15 years. This is the facts.
Of boy bands, because
Of boy
we
bands,
don't
yeah.
have no black boy bands. Let's be real.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah, they did.
Didn't we have Day 26?
They were up there.
They were up there. That was the last one.
Boys to Men.
15.
Pretty Ricky.
Jagged Edge.
15 years ago.
Pretty Ricky.
Okay,
Who?
Pretty Ricky.
I give you
They
that.
didn't. They weren't popular.
Yeah, they were.
No.
With niggas.
This.
I guess
Just
not.
let
I
it-
guess not. In the
Internet
infographic, they weren't
boy
popular.
band database.
Oh, it's a database.
So look,
Jesus.
look, everybody. This is very interesting.
What's interesting?
This list starts in 1983 with musical youth.
Past the
Dutchie.
Dutchie.
Huh. Okay. That's a favorite.
There's a Menudo was on it. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. So to be more specific, it says every boy band to chart the Hot 100 since 1980. That's what this was.
That's the slideshow, the PowerPoint slideshow. that
It's
you
not a
look at.
slideshow.
Yes, it is.
It's an infographic.
All right, so let me ask you this: are you clicking through pages?
No, I'm on the same page.
It's the same page.
Yes.
Oh, all right. And this is one page with all the infographics.
Not on this one particularly.
It's info and graphics.
Yes.
Ah,
So he's
got it.
I just said this to you.
Slideshow, my nigga.
Oh
Yo,
my
let's
God.
move. Speaking of boy bands, let's talk about the music business real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is mad loud. Nigga.
Sure.
Get out, Merce.
This nigga is snacking.
Snacking.
Nah, man.
Snack king.
This nigga is snacking for real.
Backpack full of snacks.
In the party too. That should be wild. But anyway,
Yo, yes. He'll bust out a bag of gushers in a packed party.
that shit's crazy. I was in a house party with this nigga one time. This nigga pulled a fruit about a foot out his pocket, like nigga. He was like, "You want one?" Fuck with this nigga ever since, man. It's out the verse.
It's like, man, yeah, I want one.
Um,
Get that.
So yeah, let's talk about the music business. A couple interesting happenings happened. Two interesting happenings happened.
Yes.
Khalees is claiming that Pharrell and them robbed her.
Ha,
Mace is claiming that Puffy robbed him.
ha.
Wait, you think these things are funny?
Yes.
Why?
Read your contract.
But not everyone knows how to read. But
That's not my problem.
Fucking can.
I gave you the contract. Your
No
job.
sympathy for these people.
No, read your contract.
and what if I don't understand it and can't afford a lawyer to
That
help
is
me?
your problem.
Got it.
The moment you sign, you just agreed.
So not New York
I
City
don't think a
public
lot
schools
of people are good at math.
for not teaching me how to read.
But the point
There becomes
is,
a
Cause I had ADD and
you
they
know
ain't
what,
diagnosed it back then
at
because
some
they didn't even
point-
know what it
at
was.
some
They just
point-
thought I was a restless kid who was just bad.
maybe, but at some point, you need to take some responsibility for your damn self and try to figure out to read. I wanted to speak French one time. I started doing it, and then I went, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like that's not the public school system for. Like that's my fault.
What is no? All right. Stop.
Maybe that was a false parallel. I'm sorry. I just rambled.
all right.
What's going on with Khalees, Ash? Please tell us.
Well-
what she's talking about? What is she alleging happened to her? Because this nigga
Basically, she said that she didn't make any money from the sales of her first two albums that were produced by the Neptunes. You gonna sing?
that's regular.
So basically, she was told that the whole thing would be split 33% three ways, right? Like 33-30.
She was told that. Was that in the contract?
I don't know if it was written down or if it was only verbally spoken. However, this is what she was led to believe initially, right? And that wasn't happening. But she said she didn't notice it because in her mind, she was getting paid enough where she felt like, I'm still living a good lifestyle, not realizing that she should be getting more money.
Cause she getting the show money, so she's like, all right, so I made it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was getting money
Feel it?
from touring. So she was like, she felt like that was enough. But she also said she's not angry. She's just stating facts. She's not coming after niggas. She was just like, yo, this is what happened.
So then why make it public? For
Because
what?
they need to know.
Do they?
Yes.
Who asked?
Doesn't matter. You still have a bunch of artists coming up, and maybe she's trying to help them out. I'm like, yo, like, read your shit. I don't know how many cases we've had. TLC, like, there's numerous.
They
This
not
is
reading their
the first
contracts. That's
time.
not That's not anybody's fault but that.
Or, like Michael said, like, they just don't know
How to read?
how to.
Somebody in your family gotta know how to read.
At Diddy, I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and how the artist must take back control. So I will be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us as black people better. I'll pause because there's like 2 spaces before we start writing again.
Right.
Especially the creators. I hear you loud and clear when you said that you are now for the artist, and that to my response is, if you want to see change, you can make a change today by starting with yourself. Your past business practices knowingly has continued, purposely starved your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain that Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago, in which you gave me 20K. Which makes me never want to work with you, as any artist wouldn't, after you know someone is robbing you and tarnishing your name when you don't want to comply with his horrendous business model. However,
Is it?
people would always ask, what's up with Mace? So I would be forced to still perform, to not look crazy when I was getting peanuts and the robbery would continue. Double space. So many great moments in people's lives and music were lost. But again, I rode with you in the face of death without flinching, and you still wouldn't do right. I never said anything because I wanted to wait
How
until
long
I
is
was
this?
financially great. Yo, this nigga wrote a book and I'm gonna read it to you.
Go ahead, go ahead.
To add insult, you keep screaming black excellence and love, but I know love isn't free. So I offered you
Oh,
$2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing. In parentheses, as his biggest artist alive. That always show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offer him, that'd be the only way I can get it back. Or else I can wait until I'm 50 years old and it'll revert back to me from when I was 19. You bought it for about 20K and I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not black excellence at all. When our own race is enslaving us. If it's about owning, it can't be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind love. You changed? Give the artists back their money so they can take care of their families. It's Pastor Mason, man. You don't feel for Mace at all?
Nigga, that's crazy, but I don't remember asking.
See?
My nigga, that's crazy, but
I don't remember asking me.
Wow.
Let's do all of this. What the fuck is he talking about? You just made a whole dissertation about it's
Nah,
bad.
listen, he seen Diddy's speech at the Rock Nation brunch.
And he was tight. So
You got right in
you're
his
not there.
feelings.
I'm sorry. You're not there. And you signed the contract. I bought it for 20,000.
Hold on, you saying that Mace was not invited to the Rock Nation brunch?
Was he there? I don't know. I wasn't invited to the Rock Nation bunch.
But you're not Mace. You didn't make Harlem World, nigga.
It's an okay album. You wanna go there?
Nah.
You don't have to go there. Regardless,
We're not there.
he signed the contract. Diddy bought it for this much.
Uh-huh.
He probably was celebrating with that 20 G's at the time, right?
Sure.
It's fucked up. People make fucked up business decisions every day. That doesn't make Diddy a bad businessman. I mean, you a bad businessman, nigga.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why he took it there. This is like what everybody does in the music business.
That is the music business.
Yeah, like what? Like
He's been doing this for 20 plus years.
he would have did this to you if you was Vietnamese, man.
You wanna know what's really
or
funny?
white. It
You
don't
wanna know
matter.
what's really
Like,
funny about that? When there's another Bad Boy reunion, pardon me, that's
songs are fun.
when there's another Bad Boy reunion show, he's gonna be right on that stage, man. Right
Getting
on that
peanuts?
stage.
Cause you don't want crazy.
He don't own Bad Boy. He don't own his publishing.
He's trying to get it back for $2 million.
He more now.
Wow, that's boy.
I put the
Mama mentality
Yeah.
on the publishing.
Diddy puts the price up for that. He's like, I got $2 million for you. And then you go, I don't give a fuck about that. I want 4. And then when he comes back with 4, Diddy goes, I don't want 4. I want 10. That's his problem. I don't think Diddy did anything wrong. It's
Need
ba-
the other groups to come forward and let me know.
I can see why you don't want to make. I can see why you would never make music.
What
Why
mean?
you would never want to be like the artist.
Why is that?
Because
Because nobody likes
you
that.
no label would be able to do a deal with you.
Exactly, because I'm not retarded. It's independent.
I can see this nigga like he pull up beside the joint, right? And then he's sitting there, he's like, yo, y'all might as well just take a break because I'm about to read this contract. This nigga sitting in the office for like 3.5 hours. I gotta order food.
Absolutely.
Some bullshit.
I need to know everything.
Wow.
And if
You
something
highlighting and shit.
Yeah,
This
I
nigga
don't
pulled
like-
out a pair of glasses.
yeah, I don't like this. This needs to change. I don't
Wow.
like this. I don't like the splits. No, you're not touching none of my merchandise. That's all me. I'm getting points off of this. You read the contract.
Oh, so you think you're not getting a 360 deal?
I'm not getting this. It's independence over here.
See, the thing is, a lot of artists go into these things without having said bread to get,
Understood?
marketing, merch, studio time,
That only works.
etc.
Ash, that only works from like 19. Well, that only works from the early 2000s back. That don't work today. You can do it all today yourself, your damn self. It's easier than ever to do.
You can't.
Look at what we just did. Look at what we doing here.
Recognized more as a YouTube star or by being signed to a label who produces other big artists, and you're thinking in your mind like, okay, they did X, Y, Z for this artist. That's where I see my future going, rather than performing on YouTube.
That's the gas.
Griselda won't get in on Jimmy Fallon as an independent.
And so what? That doesn't mean Griselda's not beloved. Who gives a shit? I didn't care that they was on Jimmy Fallon.
But
I don't give a damn.
Virgil don't like brick on they brick.
That's
on
cool.
TV.
That's cool.
You don't like
So
that?
right.
That's not cool?
I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't.
I know.
I mean, Taylor Swift was getting Scooter Braun is stiffing Taylor Swift too, right? Like
Yeah,
it just
he was-
happens.
Yeah, he was getting his shit on.
Exactly. Rocco did it to Future. It happens all the time. Read your contract. Read
Yo,
your
did
contract.
has he finished?
I think
is he on the last
I
album?
think he
Or-
fulfilled it.
He did already. Yo, that's
But-
crazy.
It's not nothing new, and don't complain about it. You signed the contract. My name not Mason Bethel.
Right, right.
I didn't sign that contract.
Well, I mean, here's the biggest thing, though, right? A lot of artists don't be. Probably like 99% of artists don't prepare to be in the music business until after they've been in the music business.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
No,
That's bullshit.
you sure?
I swear.
You
by it.
sure?
That's bullshit. Yeah.
So how?
What you
so
making
no,
music
no,
for?
so
Why you
no,
trying to
no.
put it out?
Them niggas just want to make music. Them
The
niggas
moment-
just want to be lit.
Listen, the
that's all
moment-
they care
hold on, the
about.
moment-
That's they want to know. You know what people really want.
No.
No, yes,
I'm not
yes,
rolling.
yes. Most of them niggas, they want to be rap stars. Them niggas want to be known.
That's the business.
You know what I'm saying?
The moment I make
No,
a
no,
song
so
and hand it
listen.
to you and say, listen to, it's now business. I'm making a transaction. It's a business. Otherwise, I could just make the music
Them
and
niggas
play it for
don't.
my
But
damn
what I'm
self.
trying to tell you is they don't care to do the business.
And that's their
That's
fault.
the problem.
I don't care. I'm not crying tears
So-
for them.
No, so you're saying that it's cool that these artists are doing business with like distrustful people, like people they can't
You
trust.
say, wait, say that again.
Doing business with people that they can't trust. That's cool.
I'm not saying that's cool.
You saying this guy.
Read.
I hate to be so like,
Understand the people that you're dealing with.
but you never know.
Research.
Yeah,
How do I?
I'm
No, but listen,
sure back
but
then
listen.
he
How do I
thought
know?
of me more so as a brother figure than
Well, I
like,
can-
this
Yeah,
is gonna
so-
fuck me over.
so I can
you know what I'm saying?
excuse that. I can
This nigga
excuse
got
that.
me in fucking
I can
car
ex-
service.
Check this out.
Champagne
I can
caviar
kinda,
bitches. Like, come on,
I
man.
can
Like,
excuse that then. I'm not, and I can't really fight for
I don't
then.
think you gonna
But
jerk
I'm
me. I
talking-
think you gonna get me out the hood. That's
No.
what they worried about
and
right
but
then
that's
and there.
then. I'm talking
That's
about.
still that's now. That shit still
and
happens.
you know
What
what?
you talking
And
about?
I'm not saying that it doesn't. But now you look even more dumb. Because Google is your friend. Look it up. Look people up. There's a website out there people call LinkedIn. You could virtually look up anybody that you want to fucking look up that's a part of any industry. And do the background. Shit, you could just type their name in there. Things will come up.
I got the wild professional photo on my LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Now,
Maybe.
there's ways now in today's time. 2020.
I mean, just look at, I'm going off on a whole different situation, right?
Go ahead.
We're gonna use my tattoo guy as an example.
Okay.
I went off work that I saw that he'd done on a friend, so that's firsthand example that he has good work.
I might have to stop you right there.
Okay,
Because you was a customer. You was not a part of his business.
but you said Google is your friend for information of finding everything.
Yeah, but as a customer, there's something different. And still, Google's there as that too. Now, as a customer, if you get stiffed, He's all in, he's all in the wrong if he stiffs you, because you're a customer. It's something different. But once you agree to work with this company, and hey, look, I'm not really paying you as much. That's not my problem, though. You signed the contract, and you know what? And you have to deal with this, maybe for the rest of your life. You don't know what people putting in their contract.
I mean, I agree that people should read in depth of their shit. I'm not disagreeing.
Some people will slip through the cracks. It happens. I mean, but you got people out there like Scooter Braun and Diddy and Rocco and who else? Somebody help me.
Yeah, you fuck with Scooter Braun, huh?
I don't. Oh, a little bit.
Brian Williams.
A little bit.
Baby will get you out of here.
Baby.
That nigga had you $1 million Bugatti thinking with $10 in your
Who
bank account.
else did it?
I hear you.
I hear you. Listen, I'm not. You not doing your due diligence.
Yeah, man. If you're gonna let me slide, if you're gonna let me slide a contract to you that's more advantageous for me than you, and you just sign it, thanks. I get it.
Yeah.
But then I hear in like this expose book that you wrote about me 15 years later, talking about how I did you wrong, man. You better go fly a kite, my nigga. I
right in the fire.
I feel that.
Oh, word?
I feel that.
Yeah, get this shit out of here. Matter of fact, call him right now. I need my other album. That he was you could be super petty.
That's fire. Yeah,
Mace
since you want to go be a pastor and shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I did let you slide. You still owe me an album, bro.
But you thought 50 Cent gave him the craziest deal too? I bet you 50 probably stiffed him too.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly. At what point is it Mace's fault? It can't always be Fifth and Biddy. It can't be.
What do you think it is?
Niggas so worried about taking the quick check, and that's the problem. There's other ways to get money out here. There's some mad money out here. But you just want the check. You just want to get out the house right now. I need this new car right now.
He wrote that whole story. And as much as, like I said, I agree with him. Like, I want to be on his side, but at the same time, it's like, I'm a Bad Boy fan. So the fact that I watched the little like movie documentary thing that they did when they were doing the reunion, and they pretty much had to beg Mace to like do it again because he's like, yo, I'm a rapper and I'm not used to that shit before. And then he had to like brag, like beg him
And he
to
went
be
to
on
G-Unit.
And I was just like,
Dickhead.
you agreed to be a part of this, but now you saying all this stuff. Like, you did that, you did it for him, did it as a favor, whatever, and now you're like, oh, fuck you for this. So for me, it's just like, you shouldn't have done that documentary. If you feel this way, you shouldn't have done that. You should have been a part of the tour.
No, but I'm telling y'all,
He's an asshole,
bruh. He seen Diddy's speech at the Rock Nation.
It triggered it. It triggered.
I promise you,
Yes,
that's exactly what happened.
That's
You know
exactly what happened.
how many times I've seen Diddy's speech at the Rock Nation brunch? Imagine how many niggas sent right to Mace phones. How many people added Mace in the comments of that joint? Like, come on,
some kind of way. And that's literally what he said. It's like, oh, you preaching black excellence, but you like, maybe you don't really living that life because this is what you did. You know, he felt some kind of way.
That nigga salty. He's salty. He ain't getting invited.
I don't think he's salty. He didn't get invited to the goddamn
Was
brunch.
y'all fucking with Welcome Back Mace? Like when he came out like Mr. Rogers?
Absolutely not.
You didn't like that shit?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You like that?
Welcome
I
back.
know, right?
I mean, it was
I tried.
cute. It was cute. It was cute.
Tried
Yeah, man.
for a little bit.
I don't feel bad for you, Mace. I don't think I ever feel bad for Mace.
Moral of the story is, Cam doesn't feel bad for me. Cam hates Mace.
I don't hate Mace. I just don't feel bad for him.
Sam hates people.
Cam hates people who can't read. Yeah.
Yo, if I don't know how to read something, like, get in the door. Find somebody that can help you.
Get in the door.
Get in the door.
These people are adults themselves.
Imagine that shit. Talk about, excuse me, can you help me read this, please? My mom said I needed to find an adult when there were things I couldn't read. That's so crazy. This nigga said find an
I'm
adult.
an adult. Oh no.
Just saying,
That's the name of this episode.
find an adult.
Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Damn, where's this Diddy quote I'm trying to find right now, man?
Oh, you're gonna read something now too?
Yeah. Matter of fact, it might just be an audio clip.
Was it in response to this or just random?
Nah. I think it is the response to this.
Oh.
Wait, did he respond to Mace?
He didn't, but you know.
Nah, if he ain't responding directly to Mace, I don't want to hear that shit. I
Why?
don't want to hear that shit.
You don't want to hear no inspiration from Diddy?
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Haven't I paid my dues?
That's it.
Then I weathered the storm.
Yeah,
Niggas is gone, I'm here.
talk your shit, Diddy.
Have to trade me, nigga.
Wow. Incredible.
How?
Incredible. He do make water with Mark Wahlberg. How could you hate him? I feel it.
Shout out to Diddy, man. Shout out to both the Seans.
Both Deshaun.
Yeah. Combs and Carter. Is there anything
Man,
else?
invite that man Mace to the Rock Nation brunch.
No,
that's all
invite
he
him.
needed.
Don't invite him.
That's
Just
all he
Just
needed,
like
man.
don't invite Dame neither till they get their act together. Sorry.
All right, what else we got, man?
The Grammys, Tyler the Creator. I'm just happy
How
that
did it go?
He ain't really go off.
I don't even watch
Yeah.
award shows are for the birds. So
I hate
don't
when
really
niggas.
watch
I hate when niggas get on stage and make like statements like that. It's like, bruh, my God,
them. Where are they supposed to do it?
you ain't talking to nobody. They not about to listen to you.
They don't have to listen, but we're gonna hear them.
Nah, yeah, all right.
All right, that's where.
All right, you
that's
got
where
me.
it
You got me.
matters.
You got me. All right, I take that back. I take it back.
But I mean, also this year is the lowest ratings this year, like ever.
Well, Kobe died the day before.
Yeah, ain't nobody watching
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh no, not the day before.
The day.
I was
the day
before.
of. Yeah.
yeah.
I super ain't watch that shit.
Ain't nobody watching no.
You're gonna watch the Oscars.
I think award shows are for the birds.
Speaking of watching shit, let's all right. We can end on this. Y'all niggas watching the Super Bowl though? It is Super Bowl weekend. What's up?
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna watch.
Who y'all got?
I
This
guess-
nigga don't even. You don't even know who playing, dude.
it's
I'm money on the refs.
it's word, right?
It's the Chiefs.
House money.
It's the
Chiefs and the
Chiefs.
49ers.
49ers.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes. He probably gonna lose.
I'm
Who you
only
got?
going with the 49ers because the guy with the college was plays for them.
Word.
That's
Who?
my only connection.
Who?
His name is Dante Johnson.
Here's
I
some.
believe he's a,
All right. Well, shout out to you, man. Congrats to making it to the Super
but you
Bowl.
know,
Do your thing.
NC State athlete, so.
Here's some betting information. It's probably not gonna help you, but like usually teams that wear white jerseys from the Super Bowl, like 49ers got white jerseys.
What's the percentage on that? The win percentage.
For the last 10 years, only two teams with color jerseys have won, which is Green Bay and I think the Broncos. That's it.
Okay.
Oh no, Green Bay and the Seahawks. Everybody else, if they wear white, they
It's an
win.
NFC team. I'll take that into consideration. That's a really interesting tidbit. I don't know, man. I think the 49ers are going to end up winning the game. Like, and it's going to be like,
Don't they have the best defense?
they do. They do. They have a really good defense. Only if they can get to Patrick Mahomes and like put him on the ground.
Yeah,
Like,
but he can still light you.
but what I'm saying is,
at will.
nah, that's what I'm saying, because it's like they can score in 2 plays every time they get the ball. That's why they're so dangerous. But
You got a fucking can.
I mean, hopefully they keep the ball out of his hand by running the rock a lot, and they can actually move the ball, because Kansas City defense is some trash. They're definitely gonna like win like the possession or time of possession by like at least 25 minutes, I think, at the very least, and the game's still gonna be close as shit.
How do you feel about the halftime
Starch.
performance? Who you give a shit?
Who's performing?
Shakira, J Lo, I think Fat
Romeo
Joe.
Santos.
Well, it's about to be real live.
It's a Miami, like, so I think Khaled got added to this shit.
Okay.
No, people got added to this drink that, like, I forget.
Khaled.
I don't-
J-Lo about to go on a run.
What
That's
do you
what
mean,
this
what do
is
you mean a run?
She's about to go on a run.
Apparently there's something she's doing in there to honor Kobe too. So
At the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna watch regardless of care
Yeah.
about the halftime show. I'm gonna watch.
Have the commercials come out yet?
The Super Bowl.
I've seen one. It was a PETA commercial. All the animals were kneeling.
I've
Yo,
heard about
that
that
was
commercial,
something.
but I haven't watched
Nah,
it.
Except for
no.
the pig.
So that commercial that you're talking about is actually not a commercial because
Oh,
Fox,
no.
Fox rejected that shit.
Yeah, that's
They were like, nah, we good, fam. We not playing this on Super Bowl Sunday. You out your rabbit ass minds.
That's funny actually.
Yo, Peter drug for that though.
Back in the
people
day,
not.
I used to look forward to the commercials. Now I don't care. Like they're not as good as they once were.
Not well. It's on Fox. Usually
But at the
Fox
same
has the
time,
commercials.
I'm still gonna watch them, like I said, because Kobe did just pass.
I got a
I'm feeling
feeling
this is
we're
about to be mad tribute.
No, I think we're gonna get. I got a feeling we'll get some big ones.
Doritos always says wild shit.
They are kind of like the Super Bowl commercial kings, though, kid.
Doritos?
Yeah.
Doritos.
Over the big companies.
Doritos.
Wow.
Yeah, over the beer company.
The beer ones are,
We'll see.
Yo, this is Fast and Furious 9.
I don't know why.
But let's not talk about that.
Thank you. Thank you. Next
I
topic.
just don't understand.
I'm good on that.
I think I stopped watching past 3 to be honest. And I was
Tokyo
probably
Drift
going a
is
little
the best
bow wow.
one. Yeah.
Right?
Tokyo Drift.
That's probably what I
That's
was going to
one.
watch.
Let's just get back to sports. This is not a sports podcast, but this is definitely not a Fast and the Furious kind of podcast. I don't want to talk about nothing about that fucking franchise at all. They're changing the All-Star game format.
They are.
I tried to read it
Is this?
and I couldn't.
What do you mean? You didn't understand what?
I was like, what is?
So
I don't get what
So
they
you
trying to
signed the
do.
contract.
They didn't have me no contract. That was a tweet.
You couldn't read it.
You heard?
But you couldn't read it and you didn't ask anybody.
The letters
you,
were
said you,
too
was
small.
gonna, you said you was gonna get the dome.
That ain't
You should have got the
The letters
dome.
were too small. I think the age just started to catch up. I think I got glasses now.
So here's what's happening. I think from what I can understand, right?
I'm looking for
They're revamping or just overhauling the scoring model in the sense of like they're playing mini games each quarter, right? So like the person that wins each quarter, they donate in like $100,000 to a charity of their choice. So like the Eastern or Team LeBron and Team Giannis, whatever charities they choose.
Giannis.
Giannis, nigga.
It's Giannis.
I don't know, nigga, whatever. But what I was saying was, so that's how it is for the first 3 quarters, right? And it resets after each quarter. So it's 0-0 at the second quarter, 0-0 third quarter. And then what they do is they add up the totals, right?
Yeah.
And see what the score is. And then I think like whoever got the high score, like whoever's leading, they add 24 to it. So you basically gotta get. So if it's 100 to 95, right? You gotta get to 124 points in the fourth quarter because they add up all the points and get you in the fourth quarter. So it'd be 100 to 95 starting in the fourth quarter. I mean, I don't know why you're doing it. I hope it's just like a.
Is that 24 points for Kobe?
Yeah. Apparently.
Not a good. If they wanted to do something for Kobe, one team, the East wins, everybody wins 8, and then everybody in the West wins 24. That would have been something.
Yeah, this is way too many changes. Like that's gonna.
This is nonsense.
Nigga, why don't you just give us a fucking 4-pointer, bro? Like, you did all that. Give us a 4-point shot. Bring back Rocket Jock, my nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, North Korea got a 4-pointer. And if you miss a free throw, you lose a point. Yeah, Dennis Rodman. Influence.
Alright, this has been episode 1 or 124 of These Examples podcast. I think we can wrap it up. Our neighbors are starting to get out. Yeah, we gotta get out.
We getting this.
You see me, with a lot of crumbs and sauce on my body. There's no way.
Crumbs and sauce.
Snow niggas and having no nourish my soul. It's having to nourish my soul. But yeah, yo, thanks for joining us on the YouTubes, Spotify's, AudioMac, Spotify. Did I say Spotify? SoundCloud. I said SoundCloud, Fucking Apple Podcast, all that good shit, man. I know we've been gone for a minute, and I know we're new to most that's watching us, I guess. We don't really know what our faces look like, so
True shit.
this is gonna be like, man, I'm not too. Never mind. I want this to be very successful. You know what I'm saying? Just don't fucking come say nothing to me in public. I should know what niggas look like.
If you
Talk
don't
to
see me
Ken.
in public, it's because I'm
Do not approach me.
Don't talk to Ken.
approach me.
Don't talk to
allergic
me.
reaction.
Don't approach me.
If you don't see me at the house, that's what happens.
Ask Cam to make you some t-shirts.
No, don't approach me in public. I don't want to hear about your conspiracy theories. I don't care what you did last week. No, don't ever come talk to me. I'm not a friendly person.
Y'all can
Well,
come talk to me.
Thanks for listening, bro. And watching. This bitch is out of here, man.